Hi, my name is David Luther, and I represent a group that's working on a concept called Horizontal Inline Launch Staging, HILLS, HILLS. We want to build a spaceship. Well, yeah, that's right, we do actually. I've been out of work for 4 years, and I've used that time to get a patent on a concept that could improve the way we're currently launching things to space. Actually, it would be difficult not to improve on the way we go to space currently. Let's picture a scenario where you want to fly to Europe, so you board a Boeing airliner and you fly to France, and at 30,000 feet you bail out with a parachute and let the airplane crash into the ground in a fireball. Then when you want to come home to the United States, you buy an Airbus and you come back and fly it to 30,000 feet over New York City and bail out by parachute and throw that airplane down in a fireball. Now, that sounds like a bad way to get a lower price for an airline ticket, and it's also a bad way to launch a satellite into space. If we throw away the booster rocket every time we send a payload into orbit, I think we're missing the opportunity to a lower orbital launch service. By using methods that have been considered for decades, we might be able to keep alive the concept of horizontal launch to space, which is to fly an airplane from a runway to space. It's not that radical. The Americans did that with the X-15 back in the 60s. In fact, it's been done recently by a privately funded Spaceship One from Scaled Composites and Burt Rutan. So if private citizens can fly to space, I should think somewhere along the line we should be able to get the cost of launch down by saving the booster. Who wants to save boosters? Elon Musk is suggesting we could save money by bringing the boosters back. Buzz Aldrin has been advocating the reusable boosters. But why don't we reuse the entire vehicle from top to bottom and return to the concept of horizontal launch? That's the purpose of HILLS. We'd like to build a spaceship. We can't do that. We have to have a small start, a small beginning, so we're going to demonstrate the concept that we've patented with a model airplane. That, I think, is a reasonable goal that you could understand and support. If you carry us to that goal, we'll go to the next step and get industrial support and educational institutions support, and we'll start making bids for federal contracts. If you want to rescue the space program, you better rescue the federal budget, because we're running out of money to throw away rocket boosters, and we need a solution, and that's what HILLS is here for. The orbiter is designed to be a little bit more elegant than the typical lifting body, in that we hope to have some cross-range potential in case we have to go to a different airport due to weather conditions. Again, during staging, we don't have the danger of two aircraft flying adjacent, potentially flying into each other, as long as we accelerate the orbiter stage away from the booster aircraft. We've got a much cleaner separation that has been used successfully in vertical launch rockets for decades. We should be able to expect this design to offer a cleaner airflow by not having doubled the frontal area of the two aircraft. By placing the orbiter in line, we've got a much more elegant solution during the atmospheric flight stage, and as we've noted before, the potential of separating without the danger of collision. This is the model assembly area. There's plenty of tools for getting down in the small parts, and a history of projects from the past here. Again, we're passing by the plasma cutter on our right side, and here's a few other projects that have been worked out through the past. Some of the other projects include the Corsair, large-scale Corsair, and this Saab was part of the movie Firebirds, and it's a good example of a large-scale ducted fan electric jet. I'm here in the shop with Roxanne Cottrell, and we're looking forward to making the blueprints into something realistic. Do you have any ideas what we're going to be putting in this yet?
The twin electric ducted fans and the battery system should fly this thing like there's no tomorrow.
And I think that pretty well sums up what we hope to accomplish with the construction phase.